Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Colleen Burke with the Park City Chamber Bureau. I'm the Director of Member Services, and I see a little bit of blue sky out my window, which I'm pretty happy about today. We have a nice big list of attendees on the call today, so I want to make sure and be able to answer everyone's questions. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently this time. I'm just going to update you a little bit on a conference that I went to, a Simple View conference that several of us went to here from the Chamber Bureau down in Tucson last week. We learned a lot, and we're excited to bring you some additional benefits that I'm going to talk about on the call today. And I also want to just remind you about some upcoming events. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and take you through some member tools and show you, those of you who haven't been able to, aren't familiar with the logging on process and really how to make your landing page robust. We'll go over that. So that way, those of you that are already really good at that can go ahead and jump off the call if you wish. Now, there is a question field on your webinar screen, so go ahead and feel free to type in any questions, and I'll keep an eye on that throughout this presentation. It shouldn't be a very long presentation, but I'll use that to help guide my my presentation today, so that I'm sure that I can answer everyone's questions. And again, just for follow-up and housekeeping purposes, my contact information is my direct line is 435-658-9602, and my email, as you know, is Colleen, C-O-L-L-E-E-N, @parkcityinfo.com. If you'd like to follow up with me after the presentation today. A couple of other key people that you should contact for various reasons. Tanya Sweeten is our meeting and convention salesperson. She is at, her direct line is 435-658-9607. So if you have questions about meeting and conventions, groups, sales, that sort of thing, Tanya Sweeten is your contact for that. And then Stephen Lane is our tourism and leisure travel marketing manager. And Stephen's direct line is 435-658-9614. And we're all first name at parkcityinfo.com right now at the Chamber Bureau for our email addresses, and they're also listed on the contact us page of our website, parkcityinfo.com. So with that out of the way, I just want to update you on some new sort of features of our website and what we're going to be implementing in the next, say, 30 to 90 days on your behalf. The Simple View convention in Tucson was really eye-opening. The tool that we have chosen for our website is so robust and so massive that we really are just seeing the tip of the iceberg as far as technology and that sort of thing. So I'm pretty excited about that. I know our whole team is pumped about it. So from a membership side, that's the thing I'm going to focus on. One thing I'm really excited about, we signed the contract on it yesterday, and we're going to implement it immediately, is a contract with a Simple View partner. Name is NavTech. NavTech is the technology behind all of the navigational systems that you might be familiar with in rental cars, Garmin, that sort of thing. What they're going to do at no extra charge to you as part of your benefit package is they're going to build a direct feed from our database, our membership database, to the Garmin and other devices, so that members will be listed on the navigational items in rental cars and walk-around navigation systems. So I'm super, super excited about that. I'm also very excited about the fact that it will only contain members, and it's a feed. So it'll update once a month, and as new members come on board, it'll populate their database, and as members choose to drop off or go out of business, it will also take care of that as well. So super excited about that. We'll make an announcement once that's up and launched. The other thing I wanted to sort of bring to your attention, as you know, we've been parkcityinfo.com as our URL for many, many years, and the trend in the industry really is to go to visit the destination. So our new URL that we're going to actually, we've already started launching and rolling out in our in our new materials is visitparkcity.com. So that URL is in place right now. It is in coordination with or many other destinations. It's the trend. Salt Lake is Visit Salt Lake, and the state of Utah is also changing theirs. I think it's Visit Utah. So that's good. We're coming into modern times there, and then but you'll wanna watch, make sure that all of your links that you may be linking to the Chamber Bureau, you're going to want to change those to visitparkcity.com. Our email addresses will change soon. They haven't yet, and right now it's all in redirect mode because we are in the midst of pretty robust summer marketing deals. So we're going to, in July, go ahead and make that hard switch with Simple View, and from then on it'll be visitparkcity.com. So make a note of that. Make sure your tech people know that. Make sure that anytime you're linking to us, you're linking to that, and we'll notify you when our emails change. If you have any questions while I'm rolling through these, please feel free to type those in your box, and I'll keep my eye on that. The other thing I'm really excited about is we are, if you'll remember, gosh, I think it's been a couple years now, we went mobile with our website with a company called Mobi. They are also a preferred partner with Simple View and are integrated closely with our database, with feeds and so forth, so that folks with smartphones are getting live membership data on their phones, which we all know we live and die by our phones these days. So the exciting part of that is that we're upgrading that site to across platforms. So we will be able to be seen mobilely on tablets, iPhones, and iPads, as well as an upgraded look and feel on other smartphones. The really super cool part of that is that we're integrating hot deals into that. So if I'm a visitor and I'm standing on Main Street, because we've incorporated the geocoding into our new database as we launched it, I'll be able to log into visitparkcity.com. It will recognize where I'm at from my geolocator in my phone and be able to tell you not only what members are nearby, but what hot deals those members are offering. So that's huge. I think that's very, very cool. We'll look for that to unroll. I think we're signing the contract soon, if we haven't already, and we'll announce that when it's live. Right now, it's very list-oriented on that site. If you take a second and put in parkcityinfo.com on your phone will recognize that it's a mobile device, and it'll guide you to a mobile-friendly website, which is already really 5 minutes ago, if you will. So again, watch for that coming up in the next few months. On the social media side of things, with regard to membership, we are currently, I want to show you on my screen here, I'm going to flip over to, I'm going to use Canyon's Grand Summit Hotel and Conference Center as an example. You'll see here their social media icons listed. On their listings, in their member tools, they've added those social media URLs. So we're happy to announce that we're going to be adding a Flickr URL field as well as a Foursquare field, which will populate right here. So we're trying to stay current with what people are using and so forth. The other thing that's kind of neat is once you click on and expand a listing as a user, we're going to actually pull in a feed from Facebook that will actually be in your listing right here under your details. So here's your listing. Here's your clicks to your social media, but you'll have an actual live feed right in here somewhere. So as you're updating your Facebook status, it will update your listing feed as well. So super, super cool. I'm really excited about that. People are doing multiple levels of updating on a daily basis, and this will help consolidate some of that effort. Let's see, a couple of events coming up. Trade show is tomorrow. That's our professional services trade show. Really, really appreciate your support and coming by. If you're not a vendor for that, come by. It's at the Kimball Arts Center. It's catered by Done to Your Taste Catering. free to attend. We have lots of prizes, door prizes, and so forth. But those professional services companies really appreciate you coming by and chatting with them for a few minutes. It's from 3 to 6, so we really hope to see you at Kimball Arts Center tomorrow for our trade show. Another reminder, our Board of Elections process is underway. We have a full slate, and we will be sending you ballots shortly. It'll be, I think, the end of May here coming up, so I just want to give you a heads up on that. I know other organizations, I think the Historic Main Street Business Alliance is holding their elections right now, so people get a little bit confused about who they're voting for what organization. So just watch for those election ballots to come out. They're electronic. But we have a really, really talented slate of candidates to fill 9 positions on our board of directors. So we really are looking forward to your participation in that. May 20th is Bike to Work Day, and I'm just certain it's going to be a sunny day. Going out on a limb here, I'm hoping and praying that summer is coming, indeed. But Bike to Work Day is in coordination. We sponsor that for the Mountain Trails Foundation and offer bagels and coffee at both the Basin Rec Center and at the Yarrow. So I believe those start at 7 o'clock in the morning on the 20th. So get out and ride your bikes to work on the 20th and join in the fun there. And then finally, I mean, we have several things, but just one other thing that wanted to mention. As you know, we rescheduled our Tourism Day barbecue for June 3rd. That's a free barbecue lunch out at the Visitor Center, and would love to have you out there just celebrating what tourism means to the economy and how important tourism is to Washington, you know, our efforts in Washington and so forth. So that's just a couple of things. I saved the date went out for our annual meeting. That's going to be July 20th at the Park City Marriott. And I think that's all the updates I have for now. So what I'd like to do, is there any questions about anything I covered so far? Okay, so again, I'm just watching that question box, so feel free to use that if you like. The next thing I'm going to do is just show you how to log in and show you how to populate some of these things. One thing I want to point out to you while we're on the front side of the website is that we just won an Addy Award, actually. Our website won an Addy Award in the regional competitions in Arizona, which is where SimpleView is. That was the creator of our website, because of the summer-winter toggle. I think you can see my mouse arrow here, but right now it defaults to summer because we're looking forward to summer. But if a visitor comes in and wants to see, you know, they're planning a winter vacation, they can both click it here in this, and it goes right to your winter listing that you're in, or they can toggle the whole site over to winter. Okay, so I wanted to point that out. Now we're in summer. And I'm going to go over to our member services side here so that I can show you how to log in. You're going to go to parkcityinfo.com or visit Park City. And right up here, there's a Member and Business Directory tab. Just want to give you a little tour here of what's in this tab. We have our Business Directory, which includes all members. So whether you're a dentist or a hotel, it doesn't matter. Everybody gets a Business Directory listing. So that is kind of a one-stop shop. If you're, and it's really handy on your smartphone, for example, to go to the Business Directory on your phone. If you're looking for member restaurants or who's, you know, just checking out who's a member, that's really handy. So that's the Business Directory here. We've got a Keep It PC program. You all know is our buy local program. All the assets and information regarding that program are there. And then we also have a resources and data page, which is, you know, our economic profile, any statistics that we've compiled or collected from other sources, and so forth. So be sure to use those as tools for your business. I'm just going to move this over a minute here. We also have our events calendar. We've got a Join the Chamber Bureau page, which I'm going to click to really quickly and just show you a new video that we produced on membership. It's a testimonial video from some notable figures in our community. So if you have neighbors that are, you know, a new business moving in next door or down the street, or you have influence over vendors, for example, we really appreciate it if you would guide them to this page to learn about joining the Chamber Bureau and play this video and really learn about what it means to be a Chamber member. We also have online applications that they can fill out as a link right from this page. You can RSVP for Chamber events right here. We have the Park City Ambassadors, which we all know and love. Their page is here. We have other estimated lodging reports, which Julie Summers handles for us and does weekly. Those are distributed, but they're also posted on our website. We also use this area for any other communication that we're trying to get out to our members. So what I want to show you today, member tools, you're going to click on this, and this is going to gain you access to your file, if you will, your side of the database where you can make updates and changes. So there's several opportunities here. You can update your hot deals. You can update your listings, your contact information. You can look at your lodging reports. You can update your social media links, submit an event to the calendar, which is really important, upload images. Again, there's another link to resources, and then, of course, give us feedback, and there's a help button here. So some of these go all to the same place, but I just wanted to provide enough listing or opportunities there to really address different needs. So we're just going to go in, for the sake of this presentation, into update listings. Oh, there's a little secret tool that I love called LastPass. I'm not sure if you saw that come up. LastPass is a password vault that you can subscribe to. It's free, and it's pretty darn handy. I have probably close to 100 username and passwords that I use, and I just can't keep track of them all. So LastPass, with one secret password, will keep track of all of your passwords, and then you just saw there how it automatically logged me on. So it's really a time saver for me when I'm using, online or cloud computing, and I don't want to take the time to look up my username and password. So there you go, just a free little tip for you today. So I'm logging on as Colleen Burke, so it's going to take me into the Park City Chamber Bureau. So just pretend that this is your restaurant, your hotel, your doctor's office, and this is your information, okay? So this information up here is static, the account information, the contact information. If you need to change any of that, just shoot us an email, either myself or Julie, and we'll get that updated for you in that field. Lickety-split here. Where you have access and editing capability is down here in these file folders, if you will. Here's all of our contact information if you hire someone, or if you are delegating. For example, you want someone else to start getting the newsletters, or you want someone else to be the international contact, et cetera, et cetera. You need to make sure that all of your people are listed here with their correct contact information. If you just need to update an email address or change these in any way, you can edit them by clicking this pencil right here. It'll bring up their contact information, and then you just change it and save it. Or if you're adding employees to this database, you can just use this, which is our clone tool. You can clone that contact. It's going to create a second Kathy Miller in this case. You just go in and change the name, and that way you don't have to input all of the same address and physical address and mailing address and all of that. That's particularly handy. Just remember to update the name, the title, and the email, and a direct line if they have one. Listings. This is where the meat and potatoes of your benefit really lie. This will have all of your listings here. Soon you're going to start seeing your mobile listing in here as well as we unroll as we roll out the Mobi upgrade. You'll see Mobi listings in here, but you'll have your website listings, your business directory listing, your printed material listing, any listings that you have as a result of being a member. Again, click the pencil to edit. So, for example, I'm just going to use this one to play with here. I'm going to click on this pencil, and this is going to open up a new folder, if you will, and this is your listing. So before you were in your record, now you're in your listing, your specific listing. here's where you have the opportunity to update your listings. This is a website listing, so as soon as it's approved, which we try to do once a day, that will go live. It doesn't go live automatically because we do have an approval process. But what you can do is you can type in this box here, and you see all these HTML tags. Don't let that scare you. Those are just auto-populated so that they appear correctly in our website. But what you can do is click this Edit HTML button. It's going to pop up a little WYSIWYG where you will have the opportunity to do a couple of things. You can spell check, which is handy. We like to have proper spelling. The other thing you can do that I really, really strongly encourage you to do is to create backlinks in this listing back to your website. So you have to pretend for a moment that this is your place of business. What you can do is highlight. Say I want to highlight Olympic. I'm going to use that. For example, let's just say for the sake of argument that on my website I have a page about the Olympics that I want to drive people to. And really just understanding the whole purpose of this is to optimize and leverage the enormous search engine optimization that the Chamber Bureau has to then create credibility for your website. What that means is if you create these backlinks, it's going to create more traffic to your website. So all you have to do is click or highlight the word that you want to link. You're going to want to go up here to this little chain link. It's going to pop open a window, and you can paste the URL right in here and then hit insert. And it'll look like this, Park City. So I have this highlighted, parkcityinfo.com. So play with that, see if that works for you. But I would really encourage you to do that. And you can put, several in your description and really make those robust. You don't have a limit. We haven't seen a limit yet that we had to impose on a website because your listings really went from, on the old website, just simply a listing, to you really have a landing page at this point. So really, really beef up this description and put as many links in there as you can to increase your credibility on your own website. So you're just going to hit update, and you're going to hit save. However, I want to go down here. Before I hit save, I want to go down here and just show you a couple more things. Website notifications. If you're interested on what your traffic looks like as a result of being a chamber member on this particular listing, you can choose to be notified every so often. So you can choose to be notified every 10 times somebody hits your listing, or every 500 times. You can choose how often you want to be notified. Or maybe you want to notify your boss, or maybe you want to notify your team. You can put anyone's email address in here separated by a comma or semicolon. So continuing on down the screen here, this is really important with our winter-summer toggle. If you have winter or season-specific descriptions, for example, I am an owner rental and I have a ski and ski out property, probably don't want to promote that in the summertime. So you may talk about your pool or your proximity to mountain biking trails, et cetera, et cetera. So you're going to want to create, if you have that kind of scenario and you have season-specific information that you want to promote, then make sure you're clicking winter or summer. If you have the same listing all year round, click both. And you can do that by just holding down the control key and clicking summer, clicking winter, and so forth. Before I started into the database discussion here, I showed you the icons on the Grand Summit listing where they have their YouTube and Facebook. This is how those are populated. So one little trick, a lot of people have said to me, I really haven't had time to really get into Facebook, or I don't really have the budget to do videos or whatever. Keep in mind that the whole point of this is to increase traffic, drive people to you. So it doesn't have to be your property. Remember that. Social media, it's not your property. You don't have to necessarily have your own video. If you have a video, for example, on the Park City, Utah YouTube channel, we have a whole plethora, a whole library of videos you could point to. If you have a cool skiing video that someone shot on vacation, you could point to that. If you want to point them to the Park City Chamber's Facebook or Twitter account, you can do that. It doesn't have to be yours. So you just are wanting to create traffic, drive traffic. Okay, so once you fill those in, you just hit save. And that's going to shoot me an email to say, hey, go look at XYZ company. They just updated their listing. I'll spell check it again, make sure it doesn't have any crazy language like we're the #1 most awesome dentist in town. And then I'll send you a note if it needs to be corrected, but otherwise I will approve it. You can see right here, pending approval. Okay, so that's how you update your listing. I'm going to return to the account here, show you a couple of other things. The next tab over is web. Web is really important because you can do a couple of things. If you're a tourism member, you can upload coupons, or coupon is another word for hot deals. If you have military deals or hot deals, this is the place you do that. So you're just going to look over to the right-hand side here, add new coupons, pull that up, and it just gives you an opportunity to fill that in as well. Again, that's an approval process. Julie Summers is our approval person on hot deals, and she tries to get to those once a day. Those expire, they used to expire once a week. We've extended that to expire every 2 weeks, and that's really just to make sure that the content is fresh, that it's not stale, and things are on the up and up. So be sure and use that. This is the hot deals button on our website is the most used portion of our website. It has the most traffic of any other portion of our website. So please, if you're a tourism member, make sure that you're utilizing those hot deals and the military deals. All right, so that's hot deals. You can add media. So you'll see, let me see if I can toggle back over here to our listings, Grand Summit. You'll see here they have images. This photo, I'm going to talk about photos here for a moment. This photo, summer photo, take note, make sure it's a summer photo and a summer listing, and a winter photo and a winter listing, or something that will cross over like an interior shot if you're a restaurant or place of business. But this is considered, for the purpose of this database, a logo, and I'll explain why in a minute. The dimension of that is 174 by 96, which is a little bit important. Otherwise, it'll auto-crop it when you're uploading it, and it may not look as great as you hoped. So if you can get your image to be 174 by 96 before you upload it, that's the best case scenario. So this is your logo. You get one of those. You can choose to just upload a traditional logo with your name, or you can use a photo. That's totally up to you. Images. So after the first logo in the database, and I'm going to explain this further in a minute, the next, from photo number 2 through the end of your photos, you're going to, those are going to be photos, not logos. And I'll explain why that's important here in a second. But this is your image gallery. We have several images here for the Grand Summit. And what's kind of neat about this is if you click on one, it's going to bring up a gallery, and then which is really nice. It gives the visitor a real feeling of what it's like to be here, what it's like to be on your property, and so forth. It really provides a sense of place so that the visitor can go, really sort of invest them at the moment, since I really want to be there. Okay, so I'm going to go on back to the back side of the website here into your tools, and I'm going to show you what that means. So to add new images, you're going to go to New Logo Image. You're going to click that button. It's going to bring up a little window, and this is why that's so important. You have this pull-down menu right here called Type. Again, first image is a logo, the one at the top that you're listing is a logo, and everything else is an image. So you need to choose image or logo, or the photo will not show up. Anything in red is mandatory, so you have to title it. Then this is where you browse your computer to upload your image, and then you also need to select what listings you want that photo to apply to. So, for example, you'll see over here, this one is just a winter listing. So I don't want a pool shot, a swimming pool shot in my winter listing. So I only want that to be in a summer listing. Or, you know, you can decide how you have those broken up. So after you add those, you're going to hit Save. And those actually don't go up for approval, and they appear instantly. So you can go back to your listing on the website and look at it and see your work, and that's kind of fun. Okay, the last thing I want to, well, there's a couple more things actually. Amenities. If you fall into any of these categories that are along here, you have an amenities tab. So what that does, let's look at the, say you're a lodging property. You have these summer and winter specific accommodations. These are critical for us, not only on the website, but particularly in the printed material, where we pull all of this data, and that's what populates our visitor guides. So make sure that your amenities are current. If you're a restaurant, same thing. What type of food? How much is it? Do you take reservations and so forth? Transportation. Do you have ski racks? Do you have bike racks? Do you go to the airport? And so forth and so on. So make sure that you keep those amenities updated. And right here is the Edit Amenities button, which will allow you to make those changes. Okay, another new feature that we've added just recently is the benefit summary. What I want to show you in particular is this called articles. I just want you to spend a little time, because I don't have the time on the call today to go through all of these tabs. Just go in here and explore what these benefit summaries are. We're going to really start building this out and adding some reporting functions to this so that you can see really, you know, first of all, what a no-brainer it is to be a member of the chamber, but really see where people are taking advantage of the opportunities. So articles, if you have, we tracked over $10 million in articles last year for our members. And what we've done, and I don't have an example up here for you, but say you're a restaurant or an attraction, so forth, that you've had tracked media written about you, it will be listed here with the article date, the headline, who wrote the article, where it appeared, the circulation and the value, and then there's a total at the bottom. So you'll be able to look back, and when you're considering your, you know, maybe we've asked you to host a dinner or we've asked you to renew your membership, you can look at that and go, yeah, you know what, the Chamber Bureau's really helped me out and created a lot of media exposure for me. So that's really a neat opportunity to keep track of your benefits. Your member benefits and how much exposure you're getting, your website hits, your coupon hits, and so forth. Okay, that's about all I had to cover for today. I actually went a little bit long. I would ask you to go ahead and type in any information, or I'm sorry, any questions. My direct line, again, is 435-658-9602. Any other questions today? Okay, well, I'm not seeing any other questions come in, but I really appreciate you taking the time to log in on Wednesdays and hear your updates. If you have any recommendations for valuable webinars for me to host in the future, or guest speakers that come in and provide educational opportunities for you, please feel free to send me those. I'm always open to suggestions, always open to ideas. I know people probably get sick of hearing my voice over and over again, so please send those to me, Colleen@parkcityinfo.com. And you guys have a great day and get outside. All right? Take care.